Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Round 7. And if you'd like to see the layouts on Instagram, it's hashtag 30DSCBL7. And this is the sketch we're using today. Well, it is my inspiration for today. I started out with it, and I couldn't find 2x3 photos. But I did find this one, and I wanted to use it, and it's Jason. And he's in a half barrel. And so I thought I'd use wood grain with it. And this is an old Amy Tan one. Oh, yes, please, maybe. I'm kind of thinking that's what it is. And that colorful paper is from a pad called Snippets. Both of these papers are pretty old, but I still like them. And I thought, oh, I can use that instead of the mixed media. So I am just using, well, not quite the whole thing in my scrap, but pretty close to it. And I pulled out I just recently got it, Tim Holtz mechanical die, and it's gears. So I pulled it out and cut a whole bunch of gears. So I'd have some for more than one layout. And I used some of the extra cardstock from them to mat the photo. And the gears, I'm just going to kind of layer all around. In the original, it has big stars, and I first thought about doing stars, but I thought, well, I've recently done one with stars. Maybe I can think of something different. So that's why I was digging in my stuff to try to decide what else to use. And I found the papers, and I was still thinking about what else to use. And then I thought about circles, and I thought, oh my goodness, I've got this die. It's new. I haven't really used it. I've used it a couple times, but not much. I could put a bunch of gears on this paper instead of the stars. And you know me, more is always better. So yeah, I made a bunch. I'm not going to use all of them. Well, I'm going to use several, but I'm not going to use all them. But the reason I'm going to use more is because I'm going to layer them. I did have some gear dies when I ordered this, but they're the thin ones, so you got to do one at a time. And like I said, I always like more. So every time I think about using them, I think about how many times I'd have to run the dies through to get what I wanted. And then I finally talked myself into doing it. Well, when I seen this die, it's one of those steel rule dies, so and it's called L for large, I think, or long, maybe long. Anyway, it's not the longest dies, but it's bigger than some. So it's got all these gears on there. And my goodness, I just had to do it 4 times, I think, for 4 different colors. And had that whole bowl when I was done. Well, I would have only had to do it once, but I thought while I was at it, I'd do extra for some scrappy friends of mine and share some of these gears with them because they're so cute. And just so y'all know, gears has nothing to do with the photo. This is Jason, and he's in a half barrel, like I said. And you can see before I cropped it that there was other barrels around him. And they'd sent me the text. They were on a weekend trip to Nashville, and they were sightseeing. And they sent me a text and said he fit just right. Well, I didn't ask where they were at or what they were doing. I just saved it with, no, it's the right fit. That's what they said. So my title's going to be, and this one was just right. I changed it a little bit, but I'm going to pull out some font. It's Paper Studio, but it reminds me of fairy tales every time I look at it. And it's yellow, the perfect color of yellow. I decided my title needed to be more like a fairy tale. So yeah, I like the 3 bears, and this one is just right. So yeah, that's what my title's going to be. But while I'm putting my gears down, and probably my title too, because I cut part of that out, I want to point out down there below is lots of inspiration. You click on any of those links and you will find some for sure. First, there's Christy's Facebook group for the 30 Days of Sketches. Then there's Christina Sorge's Redefine Creative shop on Facebook, their Facebook page, and she does a live one of the sketch every day. And then there is oodles and oodles more on YouTube and Instagram. So like I said, lots of inspiration, different ways to how this sketch here was somebody's inspiration also. So yeah, or you could just take the sketch and go from there and post it in Christy's Facebook group so we can see what all you create. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I used an old punch. It's a Punch Bunch, I think one. Anyway, it's really old. It's probably hard to find. Anyway, it punches and embosses, only it don't cut out around, so I had to use an 1.5-inch punch to cut it out. And it says, it's right there. I thought it needed front and center, so it's right there beside him on the top of the gears. It's not nestled down in them. And I also pulled out enamel dots. The first ones I pulled out, uh, I, I I wasn't thinking when I pulled them out because they weren't big enough for a couple of the places I was going to have to put them in. So I pulled out the big ones that are pink fresh, and yeah, some of them were just right. Well, all of them are because there is a good variety of sizes in that package. But that's it. That's my layout. And uh, yeah, aren't those gears cute? I thought they were just adorable. And the little pulley thing, love that. And the little propeller, I made airplane for my grandson's layout, and I could have used that propeller then. I think I used the center of a flower. Yeah, I think that's what I ended up using. But that's it. That's my layout. And if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. If you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But yeah, and I put those little asterisks from the letters in there because I thought they kind of sort of look like gears. I could throw them in there. And so yeah, I scattered some of them around. I love the asterisks when you can use them on your layout for nothing more than fun. Not even in a word. But that's it. That's my layout. Have a happy scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.